There he is. Good morning.
Morning, Judge.
All right, let's see here. Court will resume with the April 4th, 2022 docket. And we're on YouTube. And I have Mr. Dan Reyes. He's got the same individual with two cases, Jose Francisco Cervantes. I believe we're looking at a plea and then an announcement. All right. Yes, sir. Can you hear me, Mr. Reyes?
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning. Daniel Reyes from Cervantes.
All right. Good morning. So it'll probably be a plea and then a probably dismissal.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And I think the plea is going to be on, I think, CR 2106-372. That's
Correct,
the plea.
Your Honor. Yes.
All right. All right, Mr. Cervantes, can you hear me?
Señor Cervantes, ¿escuchas al juez?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay, please raise your right
Por
hand.
favor, levanta tu mano derecha.
You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
¿Juras que el testimonio que vas a dar es la verdad, solamente la verdad y nada más que la verdad?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. Okay, the plea, you have two cases. One's going to be a plea and one a potential dismissal
Tienes
here.
dos casos. Uno te vas a declarar culpable y tal vez el otro va a ser despedido.
The plea is on displaying a fictitious license plate, Class B misdemeanor, CR 2106-372D, Jose Francisco Cervantes. It carries a potential penalty of up to 180 days in jail and not more than a $2,000 fine upon conviction. You understand that?
En el primer caso, el caso es mostrar una matrícula ficticia, es una clase B. Bajo la ley es no más de una multa de $2,000 y no más de 6 meses en la cárcel. El número tuyo es CR 2106372D, el estado de Texas contra José Francisco Cervantes. ¿Comprendes eso, sí o no?
Sí.
Yes.
You're entitled to a jury trial. You're entitled to an appeal. Did you waive those two rights?
Tienes el derecho de que un jurado oiga tu caso y también tienes el derecho de apelar. ¿Es correcto que has rechazado esos dos derechos?
Sí.
Yes.
Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent?
¿Alguna vez te han declarado que estés mentalmente incompetente?
No.
You understand that the court does not have to follow the recommendation after you give a plea?
¿Y comprendes tú que la corte no tiene que seguir la recomendación después de que tú te declares culpable?
Sí.
Yes.
And you understand that if you're not a U.S. citizen, that you plead guilty in your case may result in deportation, exclusion from admission to this country, or the denial of naturalization of federal law?
Y comprendes que si no eres ciudadano de este país y te declaras culpable, eso puede resultar en deportación, exclusión o que te nieguen la entrada a este país bajo leyes federales. ¿Comprendes eso, sí o no?
Sí.
Yes.
And was that explained to you by your attorney?
¿Y eso se te explicó a ti por tu abogado?
Yes.
Okay. And what is your plea, sir? Guilty or not
¿Y
guilty?
cómo te declaras? ¿Culpable o no culpable?
Culpable.
Guilty.
All right. State?
Yes, Judge. State offer plea document and offense report as stated with 1. Notification and certification of defendant right of appeal as stated with 2. Waiver of article 39.14 disclosure as stated with 3. State would also request defense counsel to stipulate to the venue and jurisdiction of this honorable court and to also stipulate that evidence has been filed sufficient to cope with plea guilty.
Honor, we have no objection to the exhibits and we so agree and stipulate.
Without objection, so admitted. It'll be the judgment of the court that Jose Francisco Cervantes is guilty as charged in CR 2106-372D. Recommendation, state?
Yes, Judge. The state recommend $100 fine, court costs, 1 day in the Hidalgo County Jail, credit for 1 day.
1 day, credit for 1 day. Court will hereby waive the fine and court costs. It'll be a time served on the plea. And the other case, Mr. Nguyen?
Yes, Judge. On CR 22-00520D, that will be dismissed with information plea, Judge.
Court will hereby dismiss CR 22-00520D, State versus Jose Francisco Cervantes. This case is hereby dismissed.
José, en el primer caso, el juez te dio tiempo servido, te quitó la multa y los costos de corte, ese es tiempo servido. Y en el segundo caso, la corte ha retirado los cargos.
And
Thank you.
Judge,
Yes, sir.
they just want to state for the record that the reason why we had the 1 day for 1 day is because defendant served 6 months in Cameron County on a revo.
Okay. Okay, very well. And is that the understanding, Mr. Reyes?
It is, Your Honor.
All right, that'll be the judgment on the case here and the dismissal. And so have a great day and stay safe, okay?
Ok,
you,
José,
Honor.
te puedes
Likewise.
retirar. Que pases buen día.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you, Josh.
Thank you.
Number 9.
Number 9. Let's see, Mr. Jonathan Almanza. Enrique Martinez.
Mr. Martinez is connected.
Mr. Martinez is connecting.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, it's set for a plea today, Your Honor. We have everything in. It's just my client's just having a little bit of trouble connecting to the audio.
All right, very well. If he cannot connect for whatever reason, just put him on the phone speaker, and we can go with that.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Yeah, let me give him a call real quick.
Yeah, give him a call right now. Give him a call. We see him anyway, so just put him on speaker.
Mr. Capello has his client in his office.
All right, let's see if we get Mr. Capello.
We're calling him right now, Your Honor. He
Okay, all right.
Oh, there you go. There you go. I think he just fixed it. Mr. Martinez?
No.
No, just put him on the phone. I think we can go with it.
Okay. And Your Honor, just so you know, my client is Spanish speaking, so he'll require a translator.
Okay.
El juez puede oír ahora. So, un momento.
Okay, Mr. Martinez, good morning. ¿Me escuchas? Can you hear me?
Señor Martínez, buenos días. ¿Escucha al juez?
Sí, buenos días.
Yes,
Okay.
good morning.
All right, we're gonna go this
Yo
way.
le voy a traducir. Usted nada más conteste en voz alta, por favor.
Ándale, gracias.
CR 21-101-39D, Enrique Martinez, your charge here, Class B misdemeanor DWI. It carries a potential penalty of up to 180 days in jail and not more than a $2,000 fine upon conviction. You understand that?
Señor Martínez, en el caso de usted, CR 21-101-39D, el estado de Texas contra Enrique Martínez, andar manejando en el estado de ebriedad, que es una clase B. Bajo la ley es no más de una multa de $2,000 y no más de 6 meses en la cárcel. ¿Usted comprende eso, sí o no?
Sí,
Yes.
You understand that you're entitled to a jury trial, you're entitled to an appeal, and that you waived those two rights?
Usted comprende que usted tiene el derecho de que un jurado oiga su caso y también tiene el derecho de apelar. ¿Pero es correcto que usted ha rechazado esos dos derechos?
correcto.
Correcto.
Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent?
¿Alguna vez lo han declarado que esté mentalmente incompetente?
No,
You understand that the court does not have to follow the recommendations after you give your plea?
¿Y usted comprende que la corte no tiene que seguir la recomendación después de que usted se declare culpable?
sí,
Yes.
You understand that if you're not a U.S. citizen, that you plead guilty in your case may result in deportation, exclusion from admission to his country, or the denial of naturalization under federal law?
¿Y usted comprende que si usted se declara culpable y usted no es ciudadano de este país, eso puede resultar en deportación, exclusión o que le nieguen la entrada a este país bajo leyes federales? ¿Usted comprende eso, sí o no?
sí,
Yes.
And was that explained to you by your attorney?
¿Y eso se le explicó a usted por su abogado?
sí,
Yes.
And how do you plead, sir, guilty or not guilty?
¿Y cómo se declara, señor, culpable o no culpable?
culpable.
Guilty.
And are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
¿Y se está declarando culpable libre y voluntariamente?
Sí,
Yes.
All right, state.
Yes, Judge. A state offer plea document and offense report as State Exhibit 1, notification and certification of defendant right of appeal as State Exhibit 2, waiver of Article 39.414, disclosure as State Exhibit 3, waiver of risk and need assessment as State Exhibit 4. State would also request defense counsel to stipulate in the venue and jurisdiction of this honorable court and to also stipulate that evidence has been filed sufficient to go to plead guilty.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
Without objection, so admitted. It'll be the judgment of the court that Enrique Martinez is guilty as charged in CR 21-101-39D. Recommendation, state?
Yes, Judge. The state recommend $300 fine, court costs, 1 year defer, an alcohol course, 1 year on the mobile alcohol monitoring device, 90 days Texas driver license suspension, and 20 commercial service hours.
All right, it'll be deferred probation.
Yes, Judge.
All right, court will hereby, it'll be amend the judgment to reflect, it'll be the judgment of the court that the finding of guilty and all further proceedings are hereby deferred in CR 21-101-39D in state versus Enrique Martinez. And court will hereby waive the community hours. And anything else, Mr. Almanza?
Mr. Honor, we just ask that the driver license suspension run concurrently with the administrative suspension, Your Honor, so it doesn't have
Right.
to.
I think that is reflected in the judgment, but for the record here, it will run concurrent with the administrative suspension.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So that'll be the judgment for Mr. Martinez, and good luck with that probation, okay, sir?
Señor Martínez, la sentencia que el juez le dio fue exacto lo que su abogado repasó con usted. Lo único que el juez modificó es le quitó las 30 horas de servicio a la comunidad.
Gracias.
Okay, good luck with that. And you may be
Suerte.
excused, Mr. Almanza. Have a great day, sir.
Se puede
Thank
retirar.
you, Your Honor. You too.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
This gentleman over here with the cap, he needs to unmute.
All right, let's see. We got Moto.
Gentleman with a cap, unmute and take off your cap. We need his name.
And what is your name, sir?
Art Flores.
Art Flores.
No, Mark.
Oh, Mark Flores.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
that's Mr. Capello's.
Mr.
client.
Capello's client. He's got 3 cases. Mark Anthony Flores with 3 cases. And Mr. Capello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Judge.
Okay, state. It's good. He's got 3 cases. It'll be a plea on 2 and 1 dismissal.
Yes, Judge, that's correct.
All right, that's what it looks like. All right. Okay, Mark Anthony Flores, please raise your right hand. You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
All right. You have 3 cases, but you're going to plead on 2, and 1's going to get dismissed after the plea. First one, CR 21-08037D, Mark Anthony Flores, DWI Class B misdemeanor. Second one, CR 22-01085D, Mark Anthony Flores, Class A misdemeanor, terroristic threat. On the Class B, the potential penalty can be up to 180 days in jail and not more than a $2,000 fine upon conviction. On the Class A, the potential penalty can be up to a year in jail and not more than a $4,000 fine upon conviction. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And you understand that for each case, you're entitled to a jury trial, you're entitled to an appeal, and that you waived those 2 rights?
Yes.
Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent?
No, sir.
You understand that the court does not have to follow the recommendations after you give a plea?
Yes, sir.
And what is your plea, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
And are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily on both cases?
Yes, sir.
All right, state.
Yes, Judge. A state offer plea document and offense report as stated with 1, notification and certification of defendant right of appeal as stated with 2, waiver of Article 39.14 disclosure as stated with 3, waiver of risk and need assessment as stated with 4. State would also request defense counsel to stipulate to the venue and jurisdiction of this honorable court, and to also stipulate that evidence has been filed sufficient to call for plead guilty.
Your Honor, we have no objection to those documents being admitted into evidence, as well as this honorable court has venue and jurisdiction, and the evidence filed by Mr. Nguyen are sufficient to corroborate a guilty finding in both cases, Judge.
And without objection, so admitted. It'll be the judgment of the court. The defendant is guilty as charged on both cause numbers, CR 21-08037D and CR 22-01085D. Recommendation beginning with the DWI case.
Yes, Judge. On that one, the state recommend $250 fine, court costs, 180 days in the Douglas County Jail, probate for 14 months, an alcohol course, an interlock ignition device, 90 days sexual driverless suspension, and 40 commercial hours.
All right, it's going to run concurrent with the other case. Let me hear the recommendation first.
Yes, Judge. The state recommend $250 fine, court costs, 1 year in Douglas County Jail, probate for 14 months, an anger management course, 40 commercial hours, and the defendant to stay away from the victim, Erica Flores.
Erica Flores.
Yes, sir.
Okay, on the second case, CR 22-01085D, no fine, no court costs, no community hours.
Thank you,
All right,
Judge.
that'll be the judgment as read on the record. And then,
Judge,
yes, sir.
Judge, if I may,
Yeah.
Mr. Flores wanted me to ask the court if you could only order the guardian interlock for 3 months, Judge. There was no accident or anything in this case.
Okay, it's the probation amount is 14 months. It'll be 7 months.
Thank you, Judge. I appreciate it.
7 months of the interlock device. And no community hours on a DWI case, okay?
Thank you, sir.
And they're gonna run concurrent. And then there's a third case. Yes, State.
Yes, Judge. On CR 21-08036D, Judge, that would be dismissed with the plea to the DWI, Judge.
Court will dismiss CR 21-08036D, State versus Mark Anthony Flores. This case is hereby dismiss. So did you get it, Mr. Capello?
Yes, sir. We got no community service hours on the first two pleas. 7 months of interlock device
Right,
on the and to run concurrent, and the resisting arrest case was going to be dismissed, Judge.
right. And on the terroristic threat, that on that plea, no fine, no court costs. And only
Judge,
one
we're-
supervision, fee.
Judge, we appreciate everything, sir. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you all very much. You may be excused. Good luck with your probation there, okay, Mr. Flores?
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you, sir. You're excused. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Moreno, I don't know if his client is in his office. I'm not in the waiting room.
Well, let's ask right now, Mr. Moreno. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Judge. Judge, can we pass my case? He's logging on right now, Judge. having
He's logging in
trouble
right now?
on.
Is
Yes,
he,
Your
is he in your office?
No, he's not.
No, Judge, he's at home, but my assistant's helping him out, do everything like that to get logged
Okay,
up.
that, your technician is helping him right now. Okay.
Yeah, technician, good.
Okay, so we're gonna get, Mr. Garcia? now?
I don't know who Mr. Garcia is here.
Mr.
for.
Garcia, yes, sir.
I'm here for Carlos Garcia.
For
Police
Carlos
officer.
Garcia,
That's
Yes,
number
sir.
number 8, that'll be Samantha Cavazos.
disconnect.
She's connecting right now. Samantha Cavazos, she's connecting as we speak. We have an announcement here. State, it's gonna be a plea and a PTD?
Yes, Judge.
PTD plea. Okay, there we go. Miss Cava, oh, she's connecting. We need a 3-month,
Number 7.
okay. But if it gets dismissed earlier,
Yes.
how do I know
With
that?
administratively, just like coming to you.
Okay, December 7th, what, 3 p.m. or 10?
9 a.m.
9 a.m., not that even, okay. Okay. Can you hear me, Miss Cavazos? You need to unmute. No,
Okay, there it is. I can
there
hear
we
you.
go. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
All right, good morning.
Good morning.
Mr. Roel Garcia is standing in for your attorney, Carlos Garcia.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it'll be a PTD plea. So what we're gonna do here is take a plea today, and you will not be found guilty. And then somewhere down the line, hopefully we can dismiss this case. Okay, ma'am?
Yes.
Please raise your right hand. You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
You may put your hand out. CR 21-09-852D, Samantha Cavazos. Your charge, Class B misdemeanor, POM. It carries a potential penalty of up to 180 days in jail and not more than a $2,000 fine upon conviction. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you're entitled to a jury trial. You're entitled to an appeal. Did you waive those 2 rights?
Yes.
Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent?
No.
You understand that the court does not have to follow the recommendation after you give a plea?
Yes, sir.
And what is your plea, ma'am? Guilty or not guilty?
I believe guilty.
Yes, for the program, you have to plead guilty. Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
All right, state.
Yes, Judge. State offer plea document and offense report as stated with 1, notification and certification of defendant right of appeal as stated with 2, waiver of Article 39.14 disclosure as stated with 3, waiver of risk and need assessment as stated with 4, PTD pack as stated with 5. State would also request defense counsel to stipulate in the venue and jurisdiction's honorable court, and to also stipulate that evidence has been filed sufficient to plead guilty.
No objection, Your Honor, and so agreed and stipulated.
Without objection, so admitted. However, at this time, the court will withhold any finding of guilt or innocence and will suspend any judgment in this matter and will now turn to the PTD program here, our packet, which has already been signed by all the parties involved here, including the court. All we ask, Mr. Cavazos, is follow the terms and conditions of this program, and hopefully down the line, we can dismiss this case. For right now, we will set the case for December 7th, 9 a.m. status. December 7th, 9 a.m. However, if way before this date, this case gets dismissed administratively, then we'll go that route. So just stick to the program, ma'am, and follow the terms and conditions, and everything will be all right, okay?
Judge, if I may?
Yes.
Yes, Judge. This is a regular PTD, not a PTD POM. Just advising.
It's not a PTD plea?
It's not a PTD POM, Judge. Not a POM PTD. So it's not the 60 days thing. Just want to advise the court of that.
It is for 60 days or it's not?
No,
for
it's
60
not.
days?
It's not. It's not.
Okay, then for how long is it?
It should be a year, Judge. That's from what.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. All right. Then, okay. Then, anyway, December 7th will be the status report here. So hopefully on December 7th, 9 a.m., we'll get a good report. Okay? All right, good luck with the program. Mr. Garcia, anything else?
Nothing further, Your Honor. May I be excused?
You both can be excused. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right. Let's see here. Mr. Moreno, let's see if he's got any luck here. All right, Mr. Moreno, I do not see your client.
Okay.
Okay.
Judge, if I can get a reset date, Judge, I apologize. Judge.
Can you put him on the phone?
Yes. Let
Put
me
him
get
on
my
the phone.
system.
Put him on the phone, and we'll go via speaker on the phone.
Okay, just
All right.
can I just excuse me real quick, Judge?
Sure.
What do I need to say?
All right, Mr. Moreno, any luck?
Judge, I do have my client on speaker right here.
Okay.
Judge.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good morning, sir. Are you Gregory Gil Hernandez?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We have 4 cases. I think it'll be a plea on 1, right, Mr. Gwynn, and 3 dismissals?
Yes, that's correct, Judge.
All right. Did you understand that, Mr. Moreno?
Yes, Your Honor.
A plea on 1 and 3 dismissals. All right. The plea is going to be on CR 2102-429D, Gregory Gil Hernandez. Mr. Hernandez, you swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do. Yes, sir.
All right. Your case is DWI Class A misdemeanor. It carries a potential penalty of up to a year in jail and not more than a $4,000 fine upon conviction. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you're entitled to a jury trial, you're entitled to an appeal, and did you waive those 2 rights?
Yes.
Yes, that's the paperwork that you signed. Remember that?
Right.
Okay. Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent?
No, I haven't.
Good. You understand that the court does not have to follow the recommendation after you give a plea.
Yes, I understand.
Okay. And what is your plea, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Okay. So are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily on CR 2102-429D, the DWI case?
On the DWI, guilty, sir.
Oh, okay. Very well. State?
Yes, Judge. State offer plea document and offense report as State Exhibit 1, notification and certification of defendant right of appeal as State Exhibit 2, waiver of Article 39.14 disclosure as State Exhibit 3, waiver of risk and need assessment as State Exhibit 4. State would also request defense counsel to stipulate in the venue and jurisdiction of this honorable court, and to also stipulate that evidence has been filed sufficient to culpably plead guilty.
No, Judge, so stipulate, Your Honor.
Without objection, so admitted. It'll be the judgment of the court that Gregory Gil Hernandez is guilty as charged in CR 2102-429D, DWI Class A misdemeanor. Recommendation, State?
Yes, Judge. The state recommend $400 fine, court costs, 1 year in Hidalgo County Jail, probate for 1 year, the repeat offender program, a drug education course, 6 months on the mobile alcohol monitoring device, 180 days Texas driverless suspension, 3 days in the Hidalgo County Jail.
All right, no community hours?
No, Judge.
All right, Mr. Moreno, is that the understanding, sir?
Yes, Judge. Just a couple of requests, Judge, if possible.
Okay, go ahead.
Judge, if the 180 days suspension can run concurrently with administrative suspension, and if
Right.
you could have the term of the probation to do those 3 days, you can work that out with probation, Judge.
Yes, sir. That's the
Those
way
work
it's gonna
full time.
happen, Miss. Yeah, with those 3 days can be worked out during that 1 year period. And the suspension will run concurrent with the administrative suspension, and that'll be on the judgment. And then there's 3 other cases that we're gonna look at. State?
Yes, Judge, on CR 21-00728D and CR 21-02430D, and on CR 21-02-431D, that will be dismissed with a formation plea, Judge.
Court will hereby dismiss CR 21-00728D, CR 21-02-430D, and CR 21-02-431D, all of them state of Texas versus Gregory Gil Hernandez. All of these 3 cases are hereby dismissed. Anything else, Mr. Moreno?
That's about, Judge. Does the probation need his phone number or?
Ms. Ramirez?
I have it from the waivers he signed, so I should be okay. If it's not correct, I'll call your office.
Okay, thank you, Jessica.
All right, and Mr. Hernandez, good luck with your probation, okay, sir?
I'm sorry?
Good luck with your probation.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
just keep in touch with the probation officer, okay, sir?
I'm sorry, Rudy, I didn't.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, you all may be excused. Have a good day. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, that's it for this morning for this